such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add. Alassane Plea. Souček. Well, make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's West Ham United taking on Liverpool.
Yeah, Derek, should be a great atmosphere there. It's one I would be tuning in for if I wasn't there with you.
Plea. Clean challenge. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Yep, the problem is his hamstring. He's feeling it, the bench are keeping an eye on him, but at the moment, he's carrying on.
Cheers, Jeff.
Number 8, Mata. Coming onto the pitch, number 41, Mata.
Vladimir Koufal. In possession, Dawson. And he did well to cut it out. Anthony Martial. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. All in all, a broken counter-attack. Benrahma. And return to Plea. Giving it a try. Oh, a tremendous block. James. Greenwood. Martial. And mistimed the run, sadly. That's offside. And time for the change now. And 5 minutes to go. Can they get in behind them? Plea. Well, the flag has gone up here. Offside it is. And a substitution in the offing. Martial. Mason Greenwood. Matic. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Bruno Fernandes. Terrific block there. Played into the centre. Lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's ball. We have entered the final minute of normal time. The final whistle and Manchester United move on.
Well, Derek, it was almost a mismatch. They still had to get the job done, though, but not too much trouble seeing that bunch off. Onward they go.
And he's broken free. And a goal to increase It's a two-goal lead now. Big interest in Anthony Martial. Following a hat-trick, does he have another big performance in him this time? Stay with us on EA TV. Well, it really is a city that loves its football. I'm talking, of course, about Manchester, and it's a real pleasure to be here tonight at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me in the commentary position is the former England defender Lee Dixon. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It is Manchester United facing Burnley.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. All that work in the week, all that chat in the dressing room, all that stops now. It's put your game face on, get down to it. I'm really looking forward to this one.
Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. David De Gea starts in goal. Harry, a real opening now. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
They've got it now. What can they do? Well, Manchester United know how to finish ruthlessly. In fact, they have the best goal-scoring record in the league.
Well, Derek, they literally score for fun, this lot. Clinical. But it's all about the service for me. And they're top draw when it comes to the supply line.
Oh, stylish ball. What can they do now? McNeil. Well, it's a poor tackle. Wood. Well, he's hit it with far too much height.
Well, he's quite a long way out, and if you put power on the ball and just lean back slightly, it's going to rise, and that time, over the bar.
Van de Beek. Encouraging stuff from United. Well, offside by the merest of margins. Slipshod passing. And the counter-attack is on, options available. He's in with a chance. Martial! And still danger here. But it looked so threatening, but the danger averted. And room now out on the flank. And the cross didn't beat the first man. Van de Beek. Oh, terrific pass. Can he put it in? And the ball is in the net. And that is not going to count. The decision is offside, Lee.
Well, it's a good decision from the assistant referee. Spot on there.
And Martial looking to make headway. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Now can they counter clinically? End product or not? And a goal kick given. Bruno Fernandes. Donny van de Beek. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Eric Peters. Moving into the advanced position. Oh, getting right in their opponent's faces, forcing that hurried clearance, and a throw it'll be. Well, a poor ball giving possession back to the opposition. Bruno Fernandes. Anthony Martial. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Well, that's a well-timed pass. Well, now in a dangerous position. And there is the goal that gives them a well-merited lead. It had been coming.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is perfectly timed. It causes havoc. And once he gets himself settled with the keeper to beat, he hammers it into the back of the net. Smashing goal.
So back underway in this game. Manchester United with the advantage. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. Chance to finish. Oh, they really should have a two-goal cushion.
Wow, he can't believe it, Derek. What a wonderful opportunity. You just wonder if they're going to live to regret that.
Careless in possession. I must say, this looks promising. Committed challenge. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Can they take advantage of the situation? Oh, big opportunity. Oh, that is a majestic goal. Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done.
Well, here's the replay. That pull-back cross is so hard to defend against. And it all leads to a 2v1 on the keeper, which he really doesn't have any chance with. It's a great team goal.
Well, a second goal for them here.
Goal for Manchester United.
We are going to have 2 additional minutes.
Anthony Martial.
Westwood. Here's Mee.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Brownhill.
Coming off the pitch.
Ashley Barnes.
Number 23.
So there goes the half-time whistle. It's United in front here, Lee.
Well, Derek, playing as a defender for this lot must be an absolute dream. You know the forwards are likely to score, so you've just got to have a half-decent game at the back, and the likelihood is you'll bag all 3 points.
As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Well, that'll be a free kick. No difficulties encountered by De Gea. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, United in control with their possession. If you don't control the ball in midfield, it's very difficult to have enough of the ball to create chances for your strikers, and really has been a dominant performance.
No worries for the keeper. Well, make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's Burnley taking on Brighton.
Well, that should be a really interesting match-up atmosphere. I'm sure we're going to get an absolute belter, Derek.
Decent position this for United to find themselves in. Bruno Fernandes. Martial. Well, really rifling that one in, and he didn't miss by much. Now the attack promising as it was, scuppered there. Real chance. In it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now.
Well, here's the replay, and what a ball that is to put him through. And he chooses to use power in the finish. Not much chance for the keeper when it's hit that hard.
So the action underway once more, and it's beginning to look as though it's a case of how many for United.
Number 8, Josh Brown. To be replaced by number 4, Jack Cook.
Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
Played into the centre of the box. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Here's Mata. McTominay. Martial. And he's in. And the referee doesn't hesitate. That is a spot kick. A clear penalty and a yellow card to boot.
And you can see what the manager thinks, Derek. He just wants his players to calm down.
And that is when you need your goalkeeper. And firing it into the area. Well, the keeper dealt with the danger. Tarkowski. Ashley Westwood on the ball. Untidy in possession. Throw-ins given. Really closing him down. And dispossessed. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, he's gone for pure power, and why not when you've got a rocket in your boot? What a strike!
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? A lopsided contest, 4-0.
Goal for Manchester United. Number 27, Alex Telle.
A really sumptuous ball. And he's in. Can he finish here? Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really dangerous ball into the penalty area. But I have to say, after that, the keeper doesn't cover himself in glory. Near post, left exposed, and he's punished.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now.
Number 9, Anthony Martial.
Cork. McNeil. Wood with it. He'll be cross with himself based on the position he had taken up.
Well, yeah, it was poor technique, wasn't it? Thrashed at it a little bit, went for power.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. And he might be through here. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here it is again. You're trained from a young age to get in those sort of positions, and never in any real doubt he'd finish that. Cool and composed.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Jay Rodriguez. Read it well. Martial. And is he going to do it, Martial? My goodness, Lee, the goalkeeper had his work cut out for him, but delivered.
Yeah, that's what they do. Look at that save, a brilliant effort.
Played into the centre of the box. Well, no problems defensively. That is how to apply the pressure. An alert intervention. Matic. Here's Tevez. Bardsley. Westwood. And 5 minutes to go. Van de Beek. Van de Beek. Martial in the middle. Well, snuffing out the danger, but a corner coming up. Over it comes, making sure nothing untoward happened. Lindelöf. It's with Alex Telles. From so far away, it didn't appear to be the high percentage. Rick Karsdorp. Jack Cork now. Chris Wood. Van de Beek. Here's Martial now. Juan Mata. Oh, great vision. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a great ball into the danger area. But most of the blame has to be levelled at the goalkeeper. You're coached as a youngster to always protect your near post, and he just didn't do that and paid the price.
And there it is, the final whistle. It's a Manchester United victory. Their fans will be happy about that, Lee.
Yeah, Derek, this lot, as we've said, not only like scoring goals.
building to a crescendo all week, and very shortly it will be for real. We have all the action for you live. Good evening, everyone. You don't have to spend too many hours in this city to understand what the passion for football really is. We're in the cauldron that is Istanbul. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary, as always, is Lee Dixon. And we've got Champions League group stage fare on the menu. It is Başakşehir taking on Manchester United.
Yeah, Derek, thanks. You can't really go on and win tournaments unless you're consistent in the group stages. Very important you don't drop points. Looking forward to this one.
This is how it looks for the home side. You know, many in the media have been talking quite loudly about their style of play, and not everybody being kind about it. There are many who suggest it's negative. How do you see it, Lee?
Well, listen, Derek, takes all types of play, different formations. Coaches try and adapt a system, soaking up the pressure, getting everybody behind the ball and hitting teams on the counter-attack is probably on the cards for this team today.
Well, Manchester United have chosen this particular shape. David De Gea stands between the posts. Harry Maguire plays alongside Victor Lindelöf in central defence. And the tactical configuration has two players in attack from the very outset. Tolga Ciğerci. And the pass, a good one. Can they get in behind them? Offside by a fraction. Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Here's Mata. Martial. And dispossessed. Well, as a defender, you can't afford to take your eyes off Anthony Martial, even for a fleeting moment. In what way might he contribute in this match, Lee?
Well, is it...
And a powerful effort, but just lacking accuracy.
Yeah, narrowly wide, Derek. Decent effort, he smashed it.
Donny van de Beek. Oh, he's given it away. Bruno Fernandes. Wan-Bissaka. And the cross didn't beat the first man. Mahmoud Tekdemir. Well, clear twitchiness following the high press. And a throw coming up. Van de Beek. Van de Beek. Crossing possibilities. Martial! Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.
Well, here's the replay, Derek. I love a ball into the box, you know that. It's a beauty. And then he does well to read the flight of the ball, doesn't he? Just cushions it beyond the keeper in the end. And that seems to catch him off guard. Nice finish.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Mahmoud Tekdemir. Enzo Crivelli. He's lost it. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. And a fine tackle. And that's an important intervention. Sustained pressure, and they have the ball now. Visca. And the flag does go up, offside. Shaw. Scott McTominay. Anthony Martial. Juan Mata looks as though he might mean business, but can he produce from here? It is to be a throw-in. Anthony Martial. Junior Caesara. Giuliano. They've given it away. Martial. Might be a chance here. Oh, what an opportunity. It's been squandered.
Well, you dream of 1v1s as players. He's had one and he's squandered it big time.
And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Really needed to be spot on with the challenge inside the box. Giuliano. Mahmoud Tekdemir. Giergi has it. Moving into the advanced position. Well, he's been ruled offside. Maguire.
United struggling in terms of possession, but on the break they've been devastating. The pace really hurts defences. They've been electric when they've had the ball.
Shadley. And he's broken free. Tolga Giergi. It's with Giuliano. Couldn't keep the ball. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. Martial, and he might wreak havoc. Can they keep it out? And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence.
Well, here we see it again, Derek. Normally, I'm the first to point the finger at the keepers. But to be fair, it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much better, to be honest. Just a bit unfortunate. It really dropped to an opponent.
So 2-0 now. This attack looks highly promising. Well, that's how to dispossess your opponent. And we will have just one additional minute. And play halted, free kick given. Well, the referee won't be quite as lenient next time. Got to tread more carefully. Not to be in terms of the cross there. Goal kick coming up. And there it is, the half-time whistle. And the second half underway. It really was a dazzling first 45 from United. Opportunity it is. And the challenge crisp and clean. Giuliano. It's with Edin Visca. Martial. Oh, he's through here. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
Well, it's off target. They were watching him like a hawk. Well, we always like a good transfer rumour, and this actually appears to be more than a rumour. Lee, what's your take?
Well, Derek, there's nothing like a transfer rumour to liven a dressing room up. Puts a spring in the step of the players, especially if you hear he plays in your position.
And he's made headway. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here it is again. He does so well to slip past his man, left him stranded, and once he gets himself settled with the keeper to beat, he hammers it into the back of the net. Smashing goal.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Mahmoud Tekdemir. Well, high marks for that pass. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. And he whips it in. Counter-attacking, very much an option. They need to get bodies back. Now can they create something? And he's found a bit of daylight. Chance to finish. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here we can take another look at it. You've got to ask questions about the keeper's positioning. That's half of his job. You can put the best keeper in the world the wrong side of the goal and he won't save anything. Well, no wonder he's delighted. They've been bossing this game up to now.
Well, sadly, we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. Giuliano. Nicely cut out. Chances on. And still danger here. Well, they can bring it out now.
Well, how many goals are we going to get? The chances are just coming thick and fast. Defensively, they're all over the place. Can they make them pay a little bit more? It looks like they can.
Free kick awarded then by the referee. Shadley read it superbly to take back possession. Well, the chance looked to be on, but found himself offside. Well, this is the home of live football, EA TV, and we have more action coming up from the Premier League for you. It's Manchester United facing Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Well, that should be a really interesting matchup. Atmosphere, I'm sure we're going to get an absolute belter, Derek.
Well, unable to hold his run, and that's offside. And time for the change now. And given away. Junior Caesara. The referee knew that was foul play, but advantage it is. Very quick thinking there. And that was a very fine read. Oh, a tremendous block. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. You'd really have to switch on the turbo to get to that pass. Just 10 minutes to go. Well, far from the ideal pass. A foul, but advantage played. Mahmoud Tekdemir. Giuliano. I must say, this looks promising. No problems grabbing hold of that one. He's enjoying space. Well, not really a shooting moment he's going to be especially proud of, Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go.
Both managers deciding this is the time to change things around. Both teams going to the bench. Mason Greenwood. He's in behind. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, here it is again, and I wonder how he waltzes past the defender so easily. But most of the blame has to be levelled at the goalkeeper. You're coached as a youngster to always protect your near post, and he just didn't do that and paid the price.
My goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. We have entered the final minute of normal time. And the electronic board has been held aloft. 3 additional minutes here. Well, he's lost the ball. Dembaba. Ba. And snuffing out the danger. The end of the story for tonight at any rate. And it's a victory for Manchester United.
Well, Derry, that was a great performance, wasn't it? Really, really top class. Every department of the team working perfectly well. It was easy in the end. They strolled around, could have won by more goals, but the manager will be very happy with the result and the performance.
Attention focused on Bruno Fernandes. In a rich vein of form and #1 in the scoring charts. Can he do it again today? Live on EA TV. And hello to you from Molineux here in the English West Midlands. I'm Derek Ray, ready to bring you commentary, and joining me is the former Arsenal defender Lee Dixon. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on Manchester United.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Always my favourite time of the week, spending time with you at games. We should be in for a belter here with these two.
Can they convert? Deary me, a golden chance missed. It might come back to haunt him.
Well, you learn the script time and time again, and he's now just gone and fluffed his lines.
And he's made headway. And making the run to the inside. Not the easiest of situations for the keeper. Well, he's given a corner, the referee.
Well, everybody's disappointed, none more so than the manager. Just look at him.
And he's fired over the corner. And still dangerous. Maguire. Well, looking at a player who certainly can control the game from the centre of midfield, João Moutinho. Lee, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, yeah, when defenders look who they're playing against, they always look at the...
Martial! Well, he just couldn't make it happen. Can he put it away? Well, a badly timed run, just a fraction offside. Giving the ball away. Shaw. Good use of advantage in United's favour. Opportunity it is. Such an important goalkeeping intervention under pressure. Given away by Manchester United. Beautifully weighted ball. Can he put it in? And still an opportunity. There's not a great margin for error when it comes to hitting it on the volley, Lee.
No, it's a really difficult technique, but it's worth a go. He had a go and he failed, but he'll get another chance.
Promising sequence. He's in with a chance. Shot attempted, but into the keeper's gloves. Ruben Neves. Well, not the greatest pass, easily intercepted. Mason Greenwood. And scope for them to produce something exciting. Gives it a go. Ball is loose. Oh, he's given it. Penalty. And an opportunity now for them to jump in front. Penalty given and yellow card handed out. Superb stop. Well, the attack will peter out. Keeper's ball. Might be a chance here. Martial! Can they cover up? And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Jimenez. The ball with Podence. And they need to get tighter. Teammates in the middle. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done. So on they go again, and that really should shake up United. Can they find a response now?
Number 28, Maldinho.
Bruno Fernandes. Maguire. Mason Greenwood. Martial.
Well, as you can see, Wolves haven't had too much of the ball, but they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why? Because their counter-attack is absolutely fantastic.
Scott McTominay. Well, they might be onto something. Oh, maybe the equaliser. Could be. And a goal here. Just what Manchester... United required. They are level.
Well, as we can see again here, he knows exactly what he's doing and kids all the defenders with the cutback. And it all leads to a 2v1 on the keeper, which he really doesn't have any chance with. It's a great team goal.
Even Steven, one apiece on this match. Martial. Offside by a fraction. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Pressing high, and they have the ball again. And play halted, free kick given. He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he...
Well, very effective goalkeeping to touch it over. Will this corner bear fruit for them? And now the delivery. Oh, tremendous block. And a fine cross. Easy save for David De Gea. Getting forward. And that is how to block. He's driven in the corner. Good looking cross. The first half here comes to an end. Really tense battle so far, and now the second half is underway. Matic. James. Van de Beek. Raúl Jimenez has it. Well, is it going to end up being productive for them? Oh, he's through here. Gives it a go. Decided to take on the shot from a difficult angle.
Well, the blood has gone to his head. He should be picking out a better option there.
Well, it was a fine first half showing from João Moutinho. Lee, sum it up for us.
Well, Derek, he's done what he gets paid for. He's scored a goal.
Bad challenge, and now it's up to the referee in terms of what to do next. That will certainly mean a booking here.
And now he's on a tightrope.
Van de Beek. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. Ruben Neves. Breaking at pace. Well, that's one for them to pursue. Promising attack, but his timing was off. Matic. An unforced error, you've got to say. Chance to run at them. Jimenez. Ruben Neves. Raúl Jimenez. A fine reading of the situation. Don't forget, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Wolves taking on Brighton. And a chance for them to nudge in front. And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day.
Well, when we see this again, it is a wonderful effort, a solo effort. Got to question the defenders. They just back off him, and he takes full advantage.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
Well, the manager knows the importance of that goal. He also knows that you're at your most vulnerable just after you've scored.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Well, just to point you in the right direction, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Manchester United facing Arsenal.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium. It should be a really entertaining match.
Good defending to prevent the chance. Slipshod passing. And the block by Matic. Well read to ease the pressure. So 20 minutes to go. Oh, what an opportunity. Martial! And it's gone in. Just what the doctor ordered. Things looking very bright for them now with this buffer.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really lovely through ball. And he composes himself, coolly slides it past a lonely keeper, who will be asking questions about where his back four went to.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here.
Number 9, Anthony Martial.
Ruben Neves. Podence. Going well.
United enjoying the bulk of possession here, and all of their team are enjoying this performance. That's why they're winning, and that's why they're one of the best teams.
Davinson Sanchez. This looks promising out wide. It should be! Well, the conclusion, he's missed the opportunity. Good movement. Will it be? And still a chance. In it goes at the second time of asking, but the goalkeeper won't be proud of that moment.
Well, here's the replay, and it's exactly what they tell you as a kid. Go for the far post, make it difficult for the keeper, and then hopefully your teammate gets the rebound. That's exactly what happens. Good goal.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed.
Number 23, Luke Shaw.
Not a great pass.
Number 27, Alex
Well,
Telles.
beaten easily here. Moutinho. Pedro Neto. It's with Moutinho. Neto. It's with Ruben Neves. And a decent position for Wolves to be in. Well, not hard to read that pass. And only two. And mistimed the run, sadly. That's offside. Jimenez. Pedro Neto. Nelson Semedo. And the cross goes in. Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time added on here. And they could face difficulties here. Routine stop for De Gea to make. And he's got to clatter it clear. Into the advanced position. And there it is, the final whistle. It's a Manchester United victory. Their fans will be happy about that, Lee.
Well, being potent up front gives you a great chance in any game. And they were certainly that today. Sharp, clinical.
Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and the fans are pouring into the stadium. The tension palpable. We'll have every kick of the ball for you live on EA TV. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, here on the commentary position, joined by Lee Dixon to help me describe all the action. And we're on the cusp of bringing you this World Cup qualifying match. It's Romania versus Hungary.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. I always get a buzz from being here. The players will feel the same, I'm sure. Fast start. Oh,
well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. Crossbar is still reverberating. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Chance to cross. Razvan Marin. An important interception. And a throw-in it's going to be. Nikolai Stanciu. Andone. Excellent defending. It's a good-looking ball in behind. He might profit from here, you know. And it's there for him. And still an opportunity. Well, no damage done. Camora. And he takes it away. And they are on the move again. He has time to play it over. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. And appeared to be on the cusp of being booked, but got away with that one. So Bosley. Not a great pass. It is to be a throw-in. Razvan Marin. He's going forward well here. Defended well. Now play stopped. It is a free kick. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong. Told the player exactly what he was thinking.
Straightforward piece of goalkeeping following that long shot lead.
Yeah, concentration when the ball's in the air for that long. Just get behind it, get your hands up.
Antony. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Adam Soloy. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Stanciu. Razvan Marin. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Possession given away, unfortunately. Razvan Marin. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Read it superbly to take back possession. Oh, in with a chance! It's there for him! Can they put it away? Oh, and he puts away the second chance, but the goalkeeper angry with himself here.
Here we can take a look at it again. I'm sure the coaching staff will too. Just not good enough, you have to say that. He spilled it right into the danger zone, and at this level, you're always going to be punished.
One 0 then.
The hosts have really controlled possession, but after that it's been disappointing. I'd like to see them use those wide areas around the defence, get round them as opposed to trying to go through the middle.
And the emphasis is on creativity. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Coman. Nikolai Stanciu. And he read it well. Possession changes hands, the interception there. Well, there is going to be stoppage time, but only the 1 minute. Well, that is how to run at defenders. Could be! A chance then for the respective manager. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. And a chance for him on the flank. Opportunity it is. Well, from a seemingly impossible angle, not far away at all.
Well, he thought he had a decent chance to score. I'm not sure his teammates did, though, but a little bit unlucky.
And intercepted it. Have they given him too much space? Oh, it might be. Well, following the clearance, it will be a corner. And now the delivery. A routine save. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee? And Tony. Nicely timed tackle. A real opening now. It's opened up for him. In it goes! Delighted to be two in front. Things look good for them now.
Well, let's look at this again. Magical football on the break. Surprise is the key. And because he's on his own, he collects himself and he finishes it perfectly past the keeper.
Well, a second goal for them here. Disappointing pass. He's in here. Foul there. Free kick awarded. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. What can he do from here? And thwarted there following the cross. Well, we're focusing on him for a reason. He's playing with real authority and attack, Lee.
Well, Derek is what I used to call a pest. Never lets up, always asking questions of you as a defender. Questions you don't normally have the answer to. That's why he gets so many goals.
And over comes the corner. It had an invitation attached, but he couldn't avail himself of the opportunity.
Well, just look at him. He thinks it's in, just wide.
Mogos. Nikolai Stanciu. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Radu. Yanis Hadji. Well, not covering himself in glory defensively.
The visitors are struggling with possession, really. But again, we've seen it before, we'll see it again. Their counter-attack play has been absolutely fantastic. Pace really hurts defences, and they've got that in abundance.
And scope for them to produce something exciting. Well, no way through. So 20 minutes to go. Excellent defending. Well, great read there to interest. And he's through here. Well, it looked so promising, but a goal kicked the outcome. Nikolai Stanciu. A really sumptuous ball. That's all they can conjure for now. Oh, big chance. Must score. Still a chance. And a time for calm on the ball.
Well, everybody in this ground, including me and you, Derek, think...
And he's in. And it's there for him. And there it is. That will put the seal on victory if there were any lingering doubts.
Well, here it is again. It's all about the pace in transition. They were so quick to get out from the back, and then from there the keeper had little chance. 2-on-1, left completely exposed, and it made for a simple finish in the end.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Radu. Nikolai Stanciu. It's Marin. And they have possession again. On and on he goes. And he got to it fairly easily. And 5 minutes to go. Budescu. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. So a personnel change then. Good pressure, can they make something of this? An attack full of promise. Well, body in the way. Moving into the advanced position. He cuts it back, and he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him, and he's having a field day.
Well, here it is again. Lovely disguise on the cross. The pullback catches out the defenders, and the result of all that is a goal. That's all that matters. The scrappy finish will not register with him at all. They all count.
And that is that. The referee blows his whistle for full time, and it's a victory for the visitors. And we find ourselves at one of the most iconic venues in world football, the Santiago Bernabeu, here in the Spanish capital, Madrid. I'm Derek Ray, joined for commentary by the former Arsenal defender Lee Dixon. I'm thoroughly looking forward to bringing you this World Cup qualifier. It's Spain versus Hungary.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Real pleasure to be here. Looking forward to this game. Players will be a bit nervous. I was always nervous at the start of games. It's important you get your first pass off to your colleague, maybe get a good tackle in, settle the nerves down. Looking forward to a good game here.
A bit of running room now on the wing. And a useful cross. And it was pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. And cleared away. The initial 11 today for the hosts. David De Gea stands between the posts. Jordi Alba plays with Carvajal as fullbacks. Sergio Busquets plays with Rodri in central midfield. And the main striker for this match is Gerard Moreno. Not out of the woods yet. Into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp at the second time of asking, but oh, a big mistake. Can they forge ahead? No, chance missed.
Well, it's a big opportunity squandered there. They'll be disappointed with that.
Well, one man who can change the course of events with one kick of the ball is Gerard Moreno. Lee, what do you think we'll see from him? Well, can he give them the lead? Can they keep it out? Well, it wasn't a simple save to make. A concession of a corner here. And now the delivery. Well, punched clear. No real conviction in the challenge. Kalmar. Has eyes for goal. Well, you know, I don't think the goalkeeper will be the slightest bit bothered by that effort.
Well, he won't want to watch that on the replay, I tell you. He was way wide there.
Jordi Alba. Koke. And here's Gerard Moreno. Sergio Busquets. Wanted to keep it but couldn't. Portu. Gerard Moreno. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Adam Nudge. It's opening up for them. In with a chance. And the ball is in the net. Well, the offside flag has been raised. No goal.
Well, it was close, but he just went a little bit too early.
Koke. And here's Gerard Moreno. Portu. Still pushing for that goal that would see them forge ahead. Promising attack launched by Sergio Busquets. Well, he did his job defensively. Busquets. And on the basis of that effort, quite clearly, he's not wearing his shooting boots at the moment.
Well, it was a strong effort, used his laces, but screwed it well off target.
Adam Nudge. And a throw-in forthcoming. Sergio Busquets. Here is Marco Asensio on the offensive. Jordi Alba. Routine, really.
Well,
and the keeper's given it away inexcusably. Just couldn't get it through. Well, the teams are locked together. Will it stay that way following this corner?
Well, a chance to take the lead, it really is. The crowd sense a goal.
Quite simply, not clinical enough with the header, Lee.
Well, headers are always difficult. It's all about timing, and he got the timing completely wrong there.
Well, that is how to run at defenders. the shot! And the keeper had to react in an instant.
Oh, and does he? Wow, does he react? What a save that is.
And firing it into the area. Not the result from the set piece they were looking for. It's one of the saves of the season from De Gea. Played into the centre of the box. And fisted away. This looks promising. Will he finish? And the ball is loose. Into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp at the second time of asking, but first time around, it was a good deal more complicated.
Oh, it was a fabulous save initially. He gets the ball in the end with great relief.
Credit to them for winning back possession. Oh, a lovely ball. Moreno, and he's through here. And he misfires. The score sheet remains blank.
Well, it looked for all of the world that it should have been the first goal of the game. But his finishing has to be better than that.
And that is that. Half-time here. Really tense battle so far. And now the second half is underway. Well, not covering himself in glory defensively. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. So, a corner here. Over it comes. Well, he didn't miss by a huge margin, did he? Pau Torres. Rodri applying vigorous pressure. Well, it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee. So now a corner. And firing it into the area. He succeeded in getting his fist to it. Adam Nudge. Good looking move this. It's there for him. Might jump in front. And a smart stop to prevent the opening goal of the contest lead.
Terrific work from the keeper to keep the scores level at 0-0.
Can they hit on the break? Still level here, but the pressure escalating. Wonderful challenge and a throw-in coming up. And they will make the change now. Marco Asensio. Rodri. Now Silva. And the keeper completely untroubled. Varga. Well read to win possession back. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Well, visionary passing. He's in behind the defence here. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, I'm sure you want to see this again. Where is everybody? The defenders, nowhere to be seen. It's an open goal.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Carvajal. Rodri. Well, the ball lost here. An example of how to press. Clears it away. Just not looking confident in possession. Sergio Busquets. And the flag does go up. Must have been close. Well, they've decided to make a change. Kleinheisler. Chance to cross. Can he put it away? Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. Jordi Alba. Rodri. Good visualisation and execution. And a penalty awarded. Spot kick coming up. He's now got to be extra careful. A verbal warning rather than a caution here.
Yeah, the next one, he knows where he's going in the book.
And in it goes, as coolly as you like. Never in any doubt from the spot.
Well, here's the replay, and he's taken with such confidence. Right in the top corner and never in any doubt. Great spot kick.
Well, a second goal for them here. 15 minutes remaining. And that's an important intervention. It is to be a throw-in. Luis Alberto. It's with David Silva. Porto. Carvajal. David Silva. And taking it away. Well, he likes to run at them. Can't miss, surely. Can he make it count? I must say he's let himself down with really flabby finishing there.
Yeah, wasted opportunity from the short distance. You see the manager's frustration on the touchline. Well, everybody, including myself, is asking how that didn't go in.
And that puts them in position. Moreno. Terrific block. Ramos completely on top of the situation. Promising attack, this. Moreno. Could pull one back here. But no! What a glorious opportunity squandered to get back into this.
Well, you sense that had to go in, Derek, if they're going to turn this around. They simply haven't been at the races today.
And taken away. Asensio. Well, not great from the keeper. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. And the referee decided that intervention was illegal and cautionable.
Oh, without question, it was not the best of challenges.
And there goes the final whistle. Not the result the fans were hoping for, Lee.
Well, everybody connected to the club
It is one of the most fiercely contested matches in the English game. Manchester United against Arsenal, and it's live from Old Trafford. Stay with us, we'll have every kick of the ball for you right here on EA TV. Well, it's a beautiful day for football. No complaints whatsoever on that front here at Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray here on the commentary box, and I'm joined for commentary by Lee Dixon. And looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It is Manchester United versus Arsenal.
Thank you, Derek. Just flicking through my notes at this one. Everything pointing to a really lively matchup this is. Fingers crossed, eh?
This is the team Manchester United will go with. David De Gea starts in goal. Harry Maguire plays alongside Victor Lindelof in central defence. And so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be two men up front. And this is the Arsenal starting 11. Bernd Leno gets the nod in goal. Thomas Partey starts with Granit Xhaka. Martial! Well, he strayed offside just as it looked promising. Granit Xhaka. Now Bellerin. Arsenal have given it away. What do you think we can expect to see from the visitors tactically, Lee?
Well, I think
Such an important goalkeeping intervention under pressure. Pogba. Quite possibly a yellow card as the flow was stopped. Certainly a tricky call for the referee. He's gone for the yellow card, although there are those who would argue that was the denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
I'd be one of those, Derek. I think he's very, very lucky to get away with that. Got the yellow, should have had a red.
He'll have a go here. And the keeper grabbing hold of that free kick. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Bruno Fernandes. An authoritative challenge. Thomas. Martin Ødegaard. Well, the attack looks promising. Routine for De Gea. Useful looking ball, and he's in the clear. Takes it on, and a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it.
Well, here's the replay. Super fast counter-attack football at its best. And then through on goal, you never really had any doubt he was going to slot that away. Good finish.
Arsenal restart the game then, and they have work to do as they try to wipe out that last goal. Well, a good tackle. Wan-Bissaka. Pogba has it. Might be able to set up the chance. Well, if only he had timed his run slightly better. Offside. Nicolas Pepe. Just cutting off the supply. Oh, a nice looking pass. Surely. And now he must score. And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration.
Well, let's look at this again. Magical football on the break. Surprise is the key. And then a 2v1. Both of them teasing the goalkeeper. That really is a lovely worked goal.
So 2-0 now. Superbly read and executed.
United struggling in terms of possession, but on the break...
And he's made headway. Surely. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick. Granit Xhaka. Arsenal have given it away. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Good tackle. Perfectly positioned to take it away. This looks threatening. Well, he'll be irked with himself. Ran into an offside position. Martin Ødegaard. Williams. And still looking for space. An Arsenal corner. And firing it into the area. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. This might be ideal for the counter. Will it be sufficiently imaginative? He's in here. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
In with a chance. Oh, that was a terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high fives all round for the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic.
And over comes the corner. And now the delivery. Classy goalkeeping.
Well, it was a good save from the goalkeeper, but you'd expect him to make that save, wouldn't you?
So there goes the half-time whistle. Manchester United in front, Lee. Positive sign. Second half underway here, and Arsenal quite simply need to lift themselves. Williams. It did appear that they might be onto something, but not so. Paul Pogba. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Might be a chance here. And the keeper making sure that there were no scraps to feed on for the attackers. A lot to look forward to on the Champions League group stage front here on EA TV live. It's Manchester United against RB Leipzig.
Well, a super atmosphere.
A glorious chance. Can they keep it out? Well, threat over for now. Martin Ødegaard. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Oh, showing excellent vision. Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. Here's a change for Manchester United. Granit Xhaka. It's with Gabriel. Williams. Can they create something from here? Now they've lost it. Promising attack, but his timing was off. And the substitution will occur now. Half an hour remaining then. Greenwood. Pogba. Maguire. James. Keeper's ball every day of the week. Granit Xhaka. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack. Bruno Fernandes. Anthony Martial. Pogba. That's an example of how you should do it. Samuel Umtiti. Lacazette. Have they given him too much? Chances on. Well, that is a moment he would like to airbrush from history.
Well, he's had an absolute nightmare there. The goal's in front of him. Just hit it.
Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. United might be able to cash in. And the cross goes in. Well, it all counts for naught. Smuggled away. And spot on with the challenge, Matic. Paul Pogba. Just the clearance that was needed. Well, I must say he acquitted himself well under pressure. And he takes it away. Anthony Martial. Pogba has it. And that'll be offside. He's given it straight to the opposition. Well, let's make no bones about it. This is a thorough thrashing, Lee.
Well, earplugs all round for those Arsenal players as they enter that dressing room. The coach is going to go ballistic. Lack of intensity, no real hunger, no passion in the game. Shocking at the back too.
Number 23, Luke Shaw. Coming onto the pitch, number 27,
Anthony
Alex Telles.
Martial. Let's get an update from the Amex Stadium where there's been a goal. Alan McInally can tell us more.
It's a goal for Wolverhampton Wanderers. 7 minutes remain. 1-0.
Thanks very much as always, Alan. Careless in possession. And the flag does go up offside. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Thomas. Lino with it. Manchester United throw in here. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. Really a very poor ball. Well, totalling up all the stoppages, we'll have 2 additional minutes. Nicolas Pepe. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. And the referee blows for full time. Positives for Manchester United. 3 points picked up, Lee.
Well, Derek, with a defence like they've got, the forwards...
Pogba. Quite possibly a yellow.
Time for just a few questions. Thanks, that's all.
All the talk about Anthony Martial. 4 goals in 3 games. You can't argue with that. The action is live. Next. Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal and England defender Lee Dixon. And we've got Champions League group stage action to bring you tonight. It's RB Leipzig up against Manchester United.
Yeah, Derek, thanks. You can't really go on and win tournaments unless you're consistent in the group stages. Very important you don't drop points. Looking forward to this one.
Shot decidedly lacking accuracy.
Well, he had other options as well, but he chose to shoot.
And let's have a look at the starting 11 for Leipzig. Peter Gulácsi is the goalkeeper of choice. Willi Orban plays, and he might be through here. It has to be. In it goes. An early goal. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, as we see from the replay, it's a classic pullback cross that sets up the chance, and a 2v1 is never fair. To be honest with you, the keeper's got no chance to stop this. It's lovely football.
1-0 then. Marcel Sabitzer. Can they be creative from here? And he's in. Real chance. Well, a badly timed run, just a fraction offside. Well, with a place in the knockout stages guaranteed last time out, the visitors will be hoping to continue that rich vein of form this evening.
Well, it's almost a perfect scenario, getting your place in the latter stages before the final games. Group's not over yet, though. They'll want to keep their form.
And he was in the right place to intercept. Private. And he's got past his man. Back on move! And he's done it! Parity again! A magnificent game unfolding. Even Steven, 1 apiece in this match. Nkunku. And a pretty ordinary challenge. Defensive roadblock in the way of that cross. Well, they fancy a short one. Lost possession. Can they hit on the break? Oh, what an opportunity. Surely. And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Well, here it is again. It's all about the pace in transition. They were so quick to get out from the back. And then a 2v1. Both of them teasing the goalkeeper. That really is a lovely worked goal.
Underway once more. Manchester United have hit the front. But he keeps going. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Possession. And in with a real chance. Can he find the net? And a fine stop.
United struggling in terms of possession, but when they've had the ball, they keep delivering the sucker punch. A great advert for low possession, counter-attacking football. It's really working.
Is it going to be? Easy meat for the goalkeeper. There to win it back. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Disappointingly, he got completely underneath that.
Well, here's a coaching tip. Long range shot, lean back equals over the bar.
I always listen to your coaching tips, Lee. Anthony Martial. Bakambu. Can he find the net? Almost his second goal of this match, but the goalkeeper had his own views on that subject.
Well, he'd be looking for a brace, the striker, not to be on that occasion.
Well, it still could be dangerous. He's trying to create something. Tremendous block. And there to intervene. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Will it be sufficiently imaginative? Real chance. And a goal here for Manchester United. They are the big favourites now.
Well, here's the replay. Great disguise on the pullback cross. And in the end, it's an easy finish. Lovely goal.
A chance to revisit the goal. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1.
Manchester United.
Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. Marcel Halstenberg. That is that for the first. So the ball moving again. United having already made a big first half statement. Room to roam on the wing. Well, the attack promising as it was. Scuppered there. Klostermann. Halstenberg has it. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. And now he must score. And how about that for a save from David De Gea?
That's just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And a friendly reminder that we have more action from the Premier League coming up. It's Manchester United taking on Leicester City.
Yeah, it's very easy to build a case for those two teams to make that game a real cracker. You should be tuning in for that one.
Really good interception. And plenty of room in the wide area. Will he finish? Martial. It's still alive. Big chance it is. And there it is! 3 goals in front now. An immense performance.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a decent move to evade the defender. And the relaxed way he strikes that into the back of the net is pure quality.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. Go again, and United beginning to run away with this. Nkunku. Cedric Bakambu on the ball. Matic. Cuts it back. And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, here's the replay. That pull-back cross is so hard to defend against. And the result of all that is a goal. That's all that matters. The scrappy finish will not register with him at all. They all count.
Restart the game, and only one team in it. Tyson. And intercepting it. Less than tidy on the ball, Martial. Bakombu. Now, let's see what they can do here. Defensive efficiency personified. Real chance. Surely. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
Auswechslung bei Manchester United. Nicht mehr auf dem Platz. Die Nummer 34.
Over it comes. Well, it's off target. They were watching him like a hawk.
Durchsage für Herrn Hilmar Jenkins. Hilmar Jenkins, Sie werden gebeten, zum Parkplatz B4 zu gehen.
Marcel Halstenberg.
Hilmar Jenkins.
Klostermann. Good bit of pressing. Space and time for the cross. Not problematic for the keeper. Oh, he's given the ball away. Decent position this for United to find them. Well, really rifling that one in, and he didn't miss by much.
Well, just look at the stats. There it is in front of your eye. Chance after chance, goal after goal. A brilliant performance from everybody.
Well read to win possession back. And he's through here. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Taking care of business defensively here. Pogba. He succeeds in clearing it. Straight offside, but only just. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Losing possession a bit easily. Could be a chance to break here. Can they get in behind them? Well, it was a very good-looking move, but alas, no end product. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Nkunku. This is Nemanja Matic. High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, it's all about timing. You've got to wait for the ball to come down, and he's very, very unlucky.
And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Well, that shouldn't really happen from a throw-in. And cleared away. Now Paul Pogba. Oh, did so. And the referee says penalty. Penalty given and yellow card handed out. An awful moment from the sport. He's missed it spectacularly.
Oh, I used to take penalties, and the rule number one is hit the target. The keeper saves it fine, but do not hit it off target.
Well, 3 minutes of stoppage time added on here. Klostermann. And he's broken free. A smart stop here. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. Played into the centre of the box. The end of the story for tonight at any rate.
Danke, dass Sie für ein kurzes Statement hier sind, so kurz nach dem Spiel. Danke für das Gespräch.